Have you ever felt like there's more to life than the daily grind? I have. And it was this search for something more that led me on an incredible journey. One that transformed not just my view of life, but my entire existence. Today, I want to share this journey with you. Get ready to discover 5 powerful steps that will revolutionize your life, filling it with peace, purpose, and a deep connection with your true self. You know how sometimes we're engaged in an activity on autopilot, not really noticing what we're doing? Recognizing this attitude was crucial for my spiritual awakening to begin. So, understand that this will be your first step, living in the present moment. In the book, The Power of Now, we learn that the key to achieving peace and spiritual enlightenment lies in our ability to fully live in the now. But how can we practice this in our daily lives? Start by observing your thoughts. How often do you find yourself dwelling on the past or worrying about the future? Whenever you notice this, gently bring your attention back to the present moment. Feel your breath. Listen to the sounds around you. Touch something and pay attention to how it feels. These simple yet powerful actions help anchor you in the now, reducing stress and increasing your awareness. Awareness of the ego is also crucial. But what exactly is our ego? The ego is like a voice inside our head that makes us think we are separate from others and the world. It tells us we need to be better, have more things, be more important than others. It's like a mask we wear to protect ourselves and feel safer. Our ego often leads us to live in a state of constant desire or dissatisfaction, distancing us from the present moment. By recognizing that you are more than your thoughts and emotions, you begin to distance yourself from your ego, making room to experience life in a fuller and more meaningful way. Our second step involves transcending the ego. To transcend the ego, it's necessary first to recognize it. But how? Start by observing your thoughts without judgment, and you'll notice many are fueled by an ever dissatisfied ego. This recognition is the first step toward freedom. Then, practice self-observation. Whenever you find yourself automatically reacting to situations with negative emotions, stop and ask yourself, is this really me, or is it my ego speaking? Do my desires and dreams come from a burning will in my heart? Or do I just want to achieve them, to prove something to someone, to show I'm superior? These simple questions can help you create a space between your ego and your true essence. Meditation is the key to the third step. Autobiography of a Yogi and the documentary Inner Worlds, Outer Worlds both highlight the importance of meditation not just as a practice to calm the mind, but as a path to spiritual realization. I know it's very difficult in this chaotic world to empty your mind, but initially, meditation isn't about that, as it can be frustrating when your mind can't stop generating thoughts. So start with small steps. Make a commitment to yourself and dedicate a few minutes, maybe just 5 minutes of your day, and sit in silence, focusing on your breath. When your mind wanders, which is natural, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This simple practice helps develop a greater awareness of the present moment and a deeper connection with your inner self. The fourth step leads us to explore the nature of the mind and expand our consciousness. Begin by observing your thoughts as if they were clouds passing through the sky of your consciousness. This metaphor helped me realize that we are not our thoughts. We are the clear sky behind them. Meditations focused on the nature of the mind can help us understand who we really are, beyond the whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. Also practice compassion and unconditional love, which benefits not only others, but also helps us recognize the barriers that separate us from the rest of the world, giving us that feeling of unity and connection. And we arrive at the fifth step, which to me is undoubtedly the most important. Without it, you continue floating in an open sea. This step is about recognizing and living in harmony with your divine spark. Here, some people might start to have doubts and questions. However, I ask you to free yourself from a rigid image of who God is and perceive Him in the way He presents Himself to you. Realize each belief has its own vision of God or gods, often seen as distant beings accessible only through great sacrifices. But I want you to understand something fundamental. He is already within us. At some point in our lives, we have all heard him, perhaps in a message that arrived at the right moment, through unexpected help, a gesture of affection, or words of support. The God who dwells within us also makes his presence felt in others and often communicates with us through the people around us. In the same way, each one of us can be a channel of blessings to the world. To make this connection between you and your divine spark, start focusing on the situations in your life that bring you a feeling of gratitude. This doesn't mean there aren't things that may be making you sad or desolate, but I want you to remember that when you focus on the situations or things that are good, it's like expanding that feeling. It's not as easy and practical as physical exercise, which your body needs to do for several days until it becomes a habit, but be assured that it will bring you immense benefits. Start by being thankful for the air you breathe, the food you eat, the moments of joy. This practice will align you with your divine spark. By adopting these steps, you will not only awaken your spirituality, but will see a transformation in all aspects of your life. This is just the beginning. Implement these practices, explore more deeply, and share your experiences in the comments. How have you been living in the present moment? How are you transcending your ego? If this video inspired you, please like, share with those who could benefit, and subscribe for more content that can enlighten your journey. Together, we can awaken to a more fulfilling, peaceful, and connected life. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful journey.